Hello, fellas and ladies. Already near the end of the year, just a few more films to go. And just because the year is about to end doesn't mean there's no room for disaster. Because I saw the new Paul Feig thriller, The HOUSEMAID, starring Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney. And holy crap, this is a disaster. The basic plot of the film is Sydney Sweeney plays a woman with an interesting background down on her luck who applies to be the housemaid for the Winchesters, a wealthy couple. But there's something very fishy about the matriarch, who seems to torment her at every turn, while a budding romance with the patriarch begins to evolve. This is based on a book, a popular one, I believe, and it may be understandable for those who, are aware, who've read the book, know why I'm being vague. Don't watch this movie, it's a piece of garbage, but I'll still respect the boundaries of spoilers. And I will also not be talking about any of the things with Sydney Sweeney this year, except to say that this has been a pretty momentum-killing year for her, and this feels like a great cap to all of that. Like I said, I genuinely watched this movie. Like, it ended, credits were rolling, I knew the people who were around me who watched it, and I just went, everything about that, everything was bad. Everything was done poorly. It sucked. Seyfried's good, I guess. The script can't be saved. She is good. She has her moments of insanity, and she's pretty good at them, I guess. But oh god, nothing. This script is bad. Nobody talks like a person. There's a line early on where Seyfried's joking hey, if you go near my husband, let me tell you, he'll have to tell you why Barry Lyndon is an unappreciated masterpiece. Barry Lyndon is pretty universally agreed to be a masterpiece, Miss Winchester. There is a twist, a big twist, that's a little interesting, but even that just feels so underbaked and very much tell don't show. It's just such a disaster across the board. Paul Feig, I guess, just wants to do psychological thrillers now. He used to do Melissa McCarthy comedies like Spy or Bridesmaids, universally loved and appreciated comedy films. And then he did A Simple Favor and then a bunch of garbage in between, and now this takes a cake of just holy crap. The direction is so tame for such a inherently thrilling concept. This movie is meant to subvert expectations, except a lot of it is predictable, but you are supposed to have this level of anonymity throughout. And I don't care about the fact that it was predictable. It was predictable as hell. I can't go that much further without revealing some stuff. I'm releasing this video before the movie comes out, so I can't go further without giving stuff away. But it's just that it's so the tone of this movie is so flat. It's shot in a way that's super boring, yes, but it's trying to do this Stepford Wives, almost Get Out type of tone, and it just kind of almost feels like a comedy. It's shot like a comedy, and it's toned like a comedy, but it's supposed to be a thriller. It's supposed to be a mystery, and it just doesn't feel that way. There's some voiceovers in this movie that's so unintentionally hilarious. The rest of the movie, it's pretty unintentionally funny, this movie. You will watch this movie and laugh, even though it's supposed to be serious. There's a couple of intentional jokes, don't get me wrong, but there's a whole thing with the daughter of the family that I'm I don't know what the intention here was. I think just from a thematic standpoint, I don't know what the housemaid was going for. Initially, it eventually gets away from this, and it reveals itself a little more, but a lot of it's just mental illness is scary, and then eventually it's toxic relationships are scary, and the movie just can't really seem to pick a lane. I don't know, it kind of shifts into a toxic relationship thing at the last minute. Why couldn't we get a little more about the relationship that these two had with each other? And again, the Winchesters, we eventually find out what's actually going on here, sure, but I don't know, the movie kind of hints at a budding distance between these two at first, but when it finally gets to its core of what the movie actually is, again, I'm being vague on purpose, when it gets to the core of what this movie actually is, it just kind of comes out of left field. It's oh, now it's about this, and then the daughter is just there being fucking creepy, and we don't really know why. The relationships that Sweeney's character forms with these people, other than Brendan Skelton's character, is very unclear. Yeah, there's some obvious tension between Seyfried and Sweeney that, again, we find out some stuff that makes me question a lot of Seyfried's behavior. This movie is trying to be deep and not just a thriller, trying to be a thriller with a point, and it just comes off as mismatched and maybe didn't even, to the point where they didn't even understand what the book was. Because our feelings for these characters, other than Sweeney, kind of flip on a dime. And with that, the movie never actually finds a level that we can actually stay at. And by the end, I'm just like, wait, what am I supposed to feel? Like, I know what I'm supposed to feel about these individual people, but as a whole, what's the message here? And also, did I mention this movie is 2 fucking hours long? Oh my god, you feel it. And what doesn't help is that this tone is all over the place. Like, this movie turns from a, like, thriller to, like, a YA romance in the flip of a dime, fit with, like, the insane needle drops and everything. And also, man, I don't know if this is woke to say at this point. Like, I don't know if me saying this is now officially woke, but, like, Sweeney is bad. Sydney Sweeney is so stiff and so, like, I said this in my Christie review, that Sweeney has one mode of acting, which is gargle and distress, and there's some of that in here, but when she's just trying to be, like, relatable, oh, she's bad. It's just such a stiff thing, and not to be gay, but is it in her contract that she needs to show as much cleavage as possible? Like, just the cleavage in this movie, I was just like, you gotta relax. And I don't think I'd even mention it if the movie itself didn't acknowledge it. The movie actually, like, has a line where Seifert's like, can you find more appropriate clothing to wear around the house? And then she just doesn't. It's just like, okay, got it. Yeah, no, bad performance. Seifert's good. She's okay. Like, nothing amazing, but, like, she does her damnedest. This is just such a disaster across the board. Like, everything about this movie just doesn't work. It's a misstep. It's just a misstep followed by another one. Like, the movie takes a turn that's like, okay, you're pulling a rug under me, sure, in a way that almost feels natural, but you're almost losing me even with this twist, because this is nitpicky, but, like, I start to be like, okay, but then why did that happen then? Other than you just wanted to trick us. This is just, in general, a messy movie that doesn't have a lane to stick with, and in the end, it just is a bad movie. Like, it's like a disaster, I would say. Like, the writing is bad in a way that nothing can redeem itself, and it doesn't even have a solid directorial vision to fix that, at least. And it just winds up being, like, an electric state away from being the year's worst movie. Like, is this movie worse than, like, Electric State or Five Nights at Freddy's 2 or even Lilo and Stitch? Probably not. Like, those movies are just disasters. But this is like, wow, this is, like, top 5 worst of the year. By far. Housemaid is one massive misstep after the next, and while its thriller twists and turns could impact the average audience, it's trapped in a horribly written script that makes this a spineless Stepford Wives ripoff. Just hilarious when it's supposed to be exciting and engaging, and did everything but succeed. This is absolutely a disaster, and I'm giving The Housemaid 1.5 Sweeneys out of 10. I'm not fucking around here. This is a bad movie. All right, that's fun. We're all having fun here. Let's scrum chair. Bye-bye.